So glad I can listen to the song with a clear conscience again. Not that you need a conscience to enjoy music that you like, but
Are you here for the mentor? For me?
whoa, what the heck? Thanks, I guess. What the fuck? I think they should add more stuff you can buy from the friendship. I have so much money and there literally is never enough to buy in that shop anymore. I don't even care if they're worthless. Oh dear, she has turned herself into a channel. That is the most awkward line of dialogue ever. If I've ever seen one.
Do I need to do it myself?
Fraud gang, those three definitely are.
Are you here to see me, Chief? Feel free to take the time to look at the new supplies, too.
Can I change face voice specifically as well? I feel like that's something I want to do. I'm going to get annoyed of her eventually, all the same, but at least it'll feel a little less monotonous. Honestly, I still really like Dreamy Bubble. Its only real flaws for me is the fact that its translation is a little wonky. But it has the most cohesive and satisfying storyline out of all of the events, in my opinion. Doyle's character arc was just chef's kiss, you know? And Serpent is a genuinely sympathetic villain. Since she came so early and I still didn't have, and I was still under the assumption that the gacha luck in this game was the same as in Genshin's, I was genuinely just going to skip her, but after seeing her story, I was like, oh man, I want her. That's why this is my favorite song. Still. Man, the ending just has such an emotional impact, and this music just finishes me, you know? Hey, yo, what? Yao no longer murders? As her fucking special ability thingy? Oh, you're just going in for the kill. Umbra or Radical. Those are the two best unit types to go for here.
Mode switch. Action. Confirmed. Today's performance is about to start. Get ready to laugh your head off.
At your service.
I want to use Buckling somewhere else though.
I will never let you down.
Flowers will bloom wherever I go.
Wait, what? That's not where you said you would go.
Bloom here till the day you bloom here till the day you wither.
Seems feeling might be irrelevant.
Battle mode activated. This ends here.
You will thank me later.
Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. Bloom here till the day you wither. This ends here.
You will thank me.
Battle mode activated. Bloom here till the day you wither.
Cherry blossoms are falling, and so will you.
Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated.
Ah,
Battle mode activated. Bloom here till the day you wither. This ends here.
You will thank me later.
Battle mode activated.
I think it's pretty clear that this is terrible.
about to face that boring, breathing bunch again. If this scene could be reenacted, execution time.
I have to go.
That's right. You are the strongest of sinners. All
Rest for eternity.
You forced me to do you forced me to do this.
release your power. Time to die.
You forced me to do this.
Rest for eternity.
You forced me to do this. You forced me to do this.
Release your power.
Please enjoy the show.
Time to die. Release your power.
Rest for eternity.
Release your power. Time to die.
You forced me to do this.
The curtain fell on the perfect show. Such a
Who put a glass and roses?
I'm here.
Going back to the classic.
Are you sure you want to leave this to me? You've gotten too noisy. Quiet.
nevermore.
Too noisy. Quiet.
You've gotten too close. Nevermore! Nevermore!
Please don't come over here. Listen to this wonderful...
Nevermore!
Too noisy. Quiet.
Let it dance.
Too noisy. Quiet.
You've gotten too close.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Now, what's next?
Hey! Ha! Oh! I'm working out. Would you like to join? I've learned these moves from my neighbor back home. It's great for your health, and it works wonders. My neighbor Gramps does it every day, and I've never seen him sick.
Earth-sprung honey, horn-poured raindrop, and wind.
This city has many interesting legends, like how the cupcakes in Eastside are incredibly delicious. Could this also be a sacred sign? Yes, very likely. I must go check it out. But what should I bring? The address is clear, so I probably don't need the compass. Then a bowl? Napkins? A small spoon?
You won't be able to run away if I find you.
Despite the despicable minority, most people there are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer this kind of catastrophe. No one should. The almighty bow is gone, and Shi has become that thing we saw. Since the people of Dis City don't believe in myths, the myths have no power to save them. We have no more reason to stay. It's time to go.
Let's hear from the seer. Yan Yan. Shall we go?
You're a liar, Doorul. You knew all along that the sunshot would fail. If you had told us earlier...
I'm sorry.
I'll admit I tell lies pretty often. But when it comes to the truth about the myth and whether the sunshot is real, no one could be sure until the very last moment.
Hard to believe she used to be so honest, apparently.
If it weren't for your continuous efforts, I wouldn't have been able to weed out the obstruction and prove my guess. Sorry it took me so long to decode everything. You see, I don't know all the things in the world after all. Will you forgive me?
Will this city really be ruined by the Sun Crow? Just like Sunset Town and many other cities in Eastia? Can't we do something more for them? Must we go now?
Even if this place isn't our homeland, even if many here mock you, you still want to help them?
I do! This place is also the home of those reliable big guys in white armor. Those helpful folks at the Drifter camp. The old man at the Rust who told me about the future of the amusement park. And Chief, who accompanied me everywhere.
Yan Yan is the most likable part of this story event so far. Like I said, the thing I enjoy most are riveting stories and character moments. Good character moments are practically a necessity if you want a successful gacha game story. People would be emotional enough to do impulse decisions. But it's just so weak everywhere else because it's too focused, too busy coming to its own frickin' lore like Genshin does. The bad direction I'm seeing Path to Nowhere take recently. Hopefully
Not
this
just
is
them.
just another
There are
experimental
so many
period
people
for
here
them.
striving to live. Just like in Sunset Town in Eastia.
Bananote Factory is another example of a really fun event with good story and character moments.
We've suffered that kind
Like
of
Eve's
torment
story is
ourselves.
literally just
That's why we
depressing.
want to stop the Sun Crow. To prevent it from harming others. We came all this way here for this, didn't we? You said that the Seer of the Sunshot must have a strong faith to lead more people and wield greater power. Then, I believe this city will not be burned down. There must be new sacred signs. No, there must still be something I can do. I'm a full-fledged seer now. I will never run away from catastrophe. From those who need me.
What do we do, Ambassador? Our little great seer here doesn't want to give up just yet. And I must say, she's got a point.
You've been the one reluctant to give up this whole time, Scholar.
After all, we've all experienced that kind of desperate situation 7 years ago. As long as there's a glimmer of hope, we'll cling to it and never let go.
I don't get you.
Same.
One moment, you call the myth a placebo and a lie. The next, you're suddenly its believer, and even hope for the elusive miracles. You knew the chance of success was slim, yet you still joined the delegation to come here. You used to be an open book, but now you're a mystery.
I don't deny the power of the myth. And I haven't really changed. Besides, you and I may have different views, but we've been fighting side by side for 7 years now. What's a small disagreement to us?
You're right. Let's get started then. We have only ourselves to blame for always putting our faith in you.
Suncrow has invaded Yan Yan's mind before. Which means I can now catch its tail through channeling. It won't be easy, but I'll conduct the sorcery and help everyone catch it again.
It was a long journey to come here. Of course, we can't give up so easily.
Yes. No one could be sure until the very last moment.
There's sometimes scenarios where you can't wait for that final moment. Take for example the beautiful game of poker. Yes, victory or defeat can only be assuaged if you wait it out until the end. But sometimes the risk of failing is too much to bother risking to see it through. That said, this is not one of those moments, baby.
If this scene could be reenacted,
Like we're facing another Black Ring incident. Even though this city just literally got out recently of one. I'd love to get Shadow 5 unlocked. Since her reruns are rare, my only chance of really getting it realistically without freaking busting a nut for my bank account would be just be patient.
The Suncrow is drawing close to Deci. Its power is growing stronger. The sorcery is barely holding up.
Nox is a sleeper meta character, I swear. The starter character, the end-all starter characters. She's so freaking powerful.
Hold on! I can definitely catch it!
Catch what? Don't believe in things, but worship no gods. Why come with them?
I do believe. Since then, or even earlier, I've never stopped believing.
You are?
There is a cohesive theme to be found in the event. I do love me my themes. The theme this time around is faith or belief. Yo, look at you. I don't think you'll get to tease me anymore. Why push yourself so hard? Kinda weird that we're not in the beaten up look.
I mean, I've been under some bad influence.
That's so.
I create the machines to assist you. Go.
Kids shouldn't be in this kind of place.
I just realized that's Crash talking. The chief is anything but a kid. He's like mid-30s or late 20s at best. She's a She's a wage slave. She's the typical idea of a white-collar worker, through and through. Except badass, maybe. I don't know. Although I'd say being a white-collar worker is pretty badass in its own
The
right.
FAC's strategy has changed. This isn't something the Little Triangle would order. Dear Chief, what have you done?
I did a little thing called lying.
Are you serious? Are you sure now is the best time to...
The almighty bow produced by the Eastians has been rendered useless. But I and a few FAC soldiers watched and assisted with the entire crafting process. I want to make another bow with the same effect as soon as possible, and for that I require your assistance. This should not take up much manpower from the main battlefield.
Eastia's plan has already failed. They are also suspected of espionage, threatening the city's security and other crimes. We can't trust any documents they've left behind.
You don't have to believe me. Just believe in yourselves. All I'm doing is offering you guys a little help.
That's...
A summary of the MBCC's reports on the bow crafting mission. An analysis of the materials by the Ring Research Institute, and the decoded text of the documents left by the Eastian scholar Juro. We don't have to blindly believe in that myth, but note that this city has its own history, scholars, and heroes too. The great contrast to this city as a whole and how their entire story and struggles have been fought through rationality and science. It's literally an event about Eastern versus Western philosophies. We've all experienced these unusual phenomena in the Black Rings together. The myth may sound far-fetched, but we can't deny the things that have actually happened. You need evidence. The Ring Research Institute has preliminarily confirmed that the principle behind the path of the bow and the birth of the Apostle of Ashes is the same. In both cases, the power originates from the collective will. And be confident about one thing. The destruction of the 3 Black Rings and the century-long peace in this city have all been a result of your hard work and courage. I believe such willpower exists in this city too.
I see. If that's what you advise, Chief.
Oh. So the Honorable Chief went to my room and peeked at my files.
You were asking for it.
Just kidding. I'm glad those messy notes could be of help. Your argument is very persuasive. You're an expert in combating the Black Rings, after all.
Unfortunately. The Ninth Agency has few contacts in the Black Ring Research Institute. They got me some help, but that wasn't enough to convince the Paradisos. At the ad, these are the Eastern secrets I've been painstakingly decoding. These old men and Paradisos were tempted right away. Yeah, they're basically
You've gotten a lot better
showing
at
that
lying.
Paradisos has a
You
weakness,
fooled even me.
and that their full belief in rationality is not very perfect. There's a philosophical belief, but I'm not a philosopher and I don't know. I'm not very good. I mean, philosophers aren't very good at explaining themselves anyway. But yes, full adherence to rationality can be lethal. Like teacher, like student.
The special squad will split into 2 groups to head to the ruins of BR-002 and BR-001. Your goal is clear. Find and prepare the materials as fast as you can and bring them back to Chief.
An example of a real-life Paradisos is YouTube. Rationality means greatly benefiting, but only yourself.
Everyone else, head to the DC and intercept the Apostle of Ashes. The goal is to hold it off and buy time for Chief. I have no more lectures to give. She's defeated all 3 problematic Black Rings with the FAC. She has always stood with us and fought with her life next to us. She has the FAC's trust. Let's look forward to what new possibilities she will bring us again. It's not the first time, after all. Now, move out!
You really like being...
Oh, hello. You're dead. We're on fire.
They will suffer no longer. That is good. Stay behind me.
The heck? I don't think that's supposed to be... Oh, unless we're wearing the outfit? That's what happened, basically. The FAC retrieved the materials again. Yan Yan and the envoys worked hard to patch up the sorcery. The Ring Research Institute also set up resonance devices all over the city. Time is not on our side, so the product is roughly only 40% of the original effectiveness. As this city's first attempt at the bow, well, we did our best.
So, what will you do next? Come help us prepare for the second sunshot, and let Yan Yan have another try?
I didn't ask for the spotlight. I tried both Yan Yan and the FAC, but they've all refused. And yet they want the ritual to look authentic. Why don't you do it? You were the one holding the bow 7 years ago, right?
Sorry. I've spent too much time buried in the books.
Of course. the story of this incident spreads to other places, I'm sure many would just laugh it off as some exaggerated tale. It probably sounds less intriguing than the Hypercube cult. But these are the memories we've truly lived in this city. This city, not this city. If the almighty Bo allows it, I won't mind recounting them first.
Congratulations. You gave the right answer. Don't rush.
Nice.
This is Eastia's special archery ritual. Sha never taught you this in your dreams, did she?
No. In fact, I've never used a bow.
No worries. I'm here. I'll teach you.
Zero archery skills here. And honestly, this is the worst position you could ever ask for holding a bow. What the fuck is this? Please Duro, get out of the way. You're going to ruin the bow pull power.
You are very smart. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it right away.
SMH, SMH. I swear Japan is the only country that knows how to make good-looking bow shots.
Lower
Then
your
again, I watched
shoulders.
Goblin Slayer, and
Open up your
that
chest.
show is full of bullshit.
Use your
bow
back
pulls.
muscles and keep your arms level. Just like this. Next, listen carefully.
The equipment has fused again. We can't mend the gap now. The apostles will soon... Sir!
I got this. Go fix the equipment or find a backup. Hurry!
But... It's the Eastian sorcery!
Like I need their help.
Yan Yan, leave this to us. Don't overexert yourself.
It's okay. I can hold on. It's my turn to support everyone now.
What do you hear?
I hear what you hear. People are afraid and panicking, but they also want to survive the calamity. The simplest wish becomes the unbreakable myth that crosses mountains and seas. Speaking of which, for someone who doesn't believe in the myth, you're quite enthusiastic about drawing the bow each time.
Beneath the lies, what I believe has never changed. Perfect. It's all ready now. Come on, hero.
No, don't call me that. I'm no hero. I just have it. How the fuck did the MBCC get Yao? It's an arrow. Final boss time. Yeah.
The fever these past few days felt like a dream. The shackles were burning hot. Did something happen to little Clapper?
Oh yeah, Green Viper. Oh, for some reason.
I heard from the folks at Drifter Camp that I missed out on a lot of exciting things.
Yes. My best cool cars, Little Clapper, got a job behind our backs. Went to shoot some exotic, epic fantasy film. Despite some hitches, it probably wrapped up smoothly in the end.
What? She went behind Owl's back and shot an epic film? No way! She can't possibly make anything good without my best cool car's great director!
I just realized my best cool car is MVCC. How did I not get that sooner? I'm very late in the event. Alright, yeah, so
She'll have plenty of help from the rest of the crew.
They were filming an entirely different movie. This Cars was a separate event that happened a while ago.
Fine. Congratulations, I guess. But it surely can't be Owl's amazing film. I'll catch her next time and show her what a true masterpiece looks like. I did it! Although it wasn't Yan Yan who performed the Sunshot, the 10 Suns didn't return, and the Sun Crow was defeated!
Huzzah!
Great Seer! Grandma! Yan Yan did it! We didn't let everyone down!
Nice.
Did you catch a cold after the temperature fell back down? If you require medical care.
No. Don't worry about me, Adjutant Nightingale. I'm fine, really. Is everything okay in the city? Uncle Greta at the Drifter Camp and the old man at the Rust. Are they all safe now? It was such a huge disaster.
Here
I'm really
in real
worried
life
about
too.
them.
Damage assessment is still ongoing. But for now, everything is fine.
Nightingale sounds so depressed. Has she always been like that?
If you're so worried, why not head back to the Bureau and give them a call?
I'm so used to her sounding panicked all the time. Like, Chief, please! Please stop making such terribly life-risking situations. Can you please stop being suicidal? Chief!
Thank you for your assistance these past few days.
Don't mention it. You helped save this city. And given your physique, I imagine it was indeed not easy for you to travel all the way here.
I think an apology is well deserved to the Eastians, you shitbags. Alright.
Alright. The Eastian sorcery is indeed powerful. Thanks to you, the FAC saved not just hypercubes, but also many precious lives of our soldiers. I owe you my thanks.
No. It's me who should be grateful. Thank you for fighting hard to defeat the Sun Crow and fulfilling our long-held wish.
We're all victims of mania. When you get a chance, come to this city again so we can exchange our experiences.
Certainly.
They're too lenient with those outland spies. Why would Paradisos allow that chief to act so recklessly? This will only complicate things.
Blah, typical politician.
Because the one assessing the risks isn't you, it's the Ninth Agency. Rest assured, Representative. We are the pros of monitoring suspicious individuals and eliminating threats to the city. If needed, we'll be watching you, too.
Lol. Yeah, holy shit, I bet this affected the ozone layer quite greatly in this world. No amount of hypercubes can fix that, sadly.
Can you still feel it?
No. He served as a container for the sealed Sun Crow for so long. Not a sliver of her consciousness behind. Yeah, where the fuck? How the fuck did we get Yao? Her existence canonically makes no sense.
You're gone. Well, it's for the best. I don't even know how else to express my gratitude to you. Look. The sun is about to set. The great seer's lie has come to the perfect end. This is a really boring cutscene.
Is this the... Ah! Found it!
The fuck?
I create the machines to assist you.
Okay, I guess that's her explanation.
I'll always be here.
That was in an egg, and then she hatched like a baby chicken. Okay, sure. I'll accept it. Begrudgingly. It's not that it's absurd, it's just... It's so unsatisfying. We finally have all the lore. Hell yeah. And all the poems. There we go, I guess. That's it for the story of the Road to Sun event. There's still the interrogations, which I'm gonna be doing pretty much right away, but for now I want to talk about my thoughts on the event. To put it bluntly, I think it's quite mid. I think my biggest problem with it is mostly personal. I don't know what, if you're a new player seeing this, would feel. But to me, it doesn't feel all that satisfying. I think the biggest issue for me is pacing. Any good story needs to know that a good story needs to flow with ups and downs in terms of action and happiness and sadness, action and peace, and everything else. This event came too soon. I think the Path to Nowhere devs felt the need to make a grand event here because it's Chinese New Year, and like they didn't want to get left behind and like drowned out by all the festive excitement that would inevitably be happening in every other gacha game, especially the big titles like, you know, Genshin. Although I don't feel it because, you know, this is an entire season late, 3 whole months late. The pressure to make this event the way it was definitely affected, I believe, the way and all the decisions, from the storytelling to the fact that there's 2 new whole-ass, powerful-ass rank sinners that are literally both necessary for each other to work even remotely work properly to their full capability at 100% power. I'm sure you can run Duro without Yao and vice versa, but it's undeniable that the two are inseparable. Yao was kinda weak. Yeah, like I said.
Hey!
Technically, not too long ago, canonically.
I'm working out.
The
Would you
final
like to join?
chapter of the main
I've learned
story
these moves
just
from my neighbor
ended,
back home.
and that one was
It's
already
great for your
pretty
health, and it
freaking
works wonders.
high
My neighbor-
octane in terms of action and everything. We technically literally only had one filler event that wasn't high stakes, and that was Fortuna with Lady Pearl, which I did say was great, but I feel like another filler event, unless you count OO Discar rerunning as part of filler, which I don't, then yeah, switching immediately to another high octane story thing definitely doesn't feel good. You know, if you keep, it's like the problem with Resident Evil 6, many people say, is that it doesn't know when to slow down. Like, it's always moving on from one action set piece to another action set piece, and it just gets tiring after a while. And that's what this event felt like to me. But like, barring all my personal distaste, I still think it's just a very mid event overall. And I hope this isn't something that gets rerun on next year's Chinese New Year. Most likely, Chinese New Year will have another different event, and hopefully it'll be better. This is technically Path to Nowhere's first ever Chinese New Year. I believe, event. But yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna be doing the interrogations next. I'll be doing this on my own.